Let me tell you about the loser mentality. It's very simple. Well, for some people. Now, what the loser mentality is that I can't do this. You know, that isn't possible. I wouldn't be able to do that. I have to have a backup plan. And there's no point trying. I'm gonna fail anyways. You know, all of these excuses for being a loser. That's basically what it is. You know, the loser mentality is just finding an excuse not to win. Like finding a reason not to win, so that you can feel good in losing. That's all it is. You know, and I for one don't get it. Now, quickly for a second, think about this. Do you, when someone presents you with a task, or when you think of your future, you think of, you say you want to be a business, you want to have a business. What are you thinking right now? Are you thinking, oh, I'm going to go to college and do this unrelated thing, or I'm going to, because maybe you're my age, you know, you're going into year 12, you have to stay in education till 18. That's what we're told. However, you don't know what you want to do, because nothing in college or nothing relates to your business that you want to actually do. Nothing relates to it at all. You know, maybe you're in the same situation, but for something else. You know. However, what you think about that is what dictates whether you have a loser mentality or a winner mentality. Not even a winner mentality, just a normal mentality, I'll be real. Now, if you think, oh, well, I have to do this. If you're thinking rationally, and I mean, this is the hardest part to tell, because when you've got the loser mentality, you think you're thinking rationally, when really you're not. As stupid. Alright, but if, for example, for your business, you need money, so you say, I'm going to do an apprenticeship, a simple apprenticeship, not nothing that needs super learning intensive skills, not time intensive outside of the work, you know, and I can just go there, get money, you know, I'm not there too long every week, you know, maybe it's flexible, maybe it's work from home, maybe you're lucky, maybe you get work experience at something that's related to your business, even better. But do you want to end up in the cycle of going to college to get like an education for a degree that you don't even want, because it's all about your backup plan? What if it doesn't work? What if the business doesn't work? What if the YouTube doesn't go up? What if it doesn't work? You know, that's what people always say. However, what if it does? Think about that. What if it does work? Well, obviously it's not going to work if you don't try. If you just give up, first failure, it's not going to work. No, me personally, I've never understood the loser mentality. Well, I don't anymore. You know, I've been without it for so long that I just don't get it. And hopefully you'll get to a stage, this video will help you get to a stage where you don't actually have to ever think about it again. Now, what it comes down to is, say this YouTube thing has a 0.01 no 0.1% chance, just to make it a bit easier, keep the numbers smaller, 0.1% chance, I have a 0.1% chance of having a video blow up or succeeding. A lot of people with the loser mentality will think that's too low. You know, I can't do that. 0.1%. You know, I have to have some stability. I have to have a second option. I've got to go work this job, work this college, and take this time, waste it somewhere else just for a second opportunity or something. And then what's going to happen is these 9 to 5s, these college degrees, they take up all their time. Take all of their time. They don't have any time for anything. Now, let me tell you how I would go about this. This is what I thought. If I've got a 0.1% chance of succeeding in this, then I'm going to do it 1,000 times so that I have to succeed. And if it still doesn't work because, I don't know, chance, then I'm going to do it 1,000 more times until it works. If I do it 2,000 times and it's 0.1%, the chance of me not getting it is probably lower than the chance of me getting it. Do you understand? And the more attempts you put in, proper attempts, you can't just half-ass an attempt and call it an attempt, because then that's like, you're not going to get nothing, you know. Say you're having a business, you're trying to cold email, you've got a 0.1% chance of it working, you send out thousands of emails, but all of them are, hey, I've got some product here, yeah, it costs this much, yeah, it would be good for your company, yeah, can you please pay me, please, I want money. If you start sending emails out like that, not proper emails, guess what, you're not going to be putting in the chances, you know, you're not going to get it. If you put marketing, right, and you've got 1% chance for a client actually responding, not even actually getting a client, but just responding, but you send out 100 emails and every single one is correct, it's got the right structure, it's got the right intriguingness, you know, this is your problem, this is my solution, let's talk together, you know, stuff like that. If you haven't got the fundamentals in there, if you haven't got the fundamentals, it's not going to work. But if you're the more advanced, the more better your attempt, the more chances, right? So what success is all about is putting the most attempts, the most chances, giving yourself the most chances to succeed. That sounds like common sense. Giving yourself, if you think, if you're one of those people that think everything's about luck, business is about luck, you know, oh, you need this, only a chance you'll succeed. Think with your brain, what is going on? Just give yourself more chances to succeed. Give yourself more and more chances until it works. Until one of these lucky chances finally works and you get successful. You can fail 1,000 times. All it takes is one time to make your success skyrocket. Because this is how it is. It's like a graph. It's not linear. It's not like it goes up like this. It's not like it goes up in a straight line. It goes up like this. No success. Hold on. No success. No success. No success. Getting a bit of success, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, straight through the roof. Get a tiny bit of success. Traction. It's all about that. Say it's like a car. You know, going slowly, you're going slowly, you're going slowly. And then you hit a hill. You go straight down. Boom. Speed goes way up. Then even when you're flat at the same place, because you have the momentum from when you're going down the hill, you keep a similar speed. That's how it works. You know, no success, no success. Get a bit of success. Use that momentum, and it carries your success even higher. So, brief overview of what I've said is everything has a percentage chance of succeeding, right? So instead of giving up and saying, oh, it's just chance, give yourself more chances. Simple. If something's got a 1% chance of succeeding, I'm going to do it 100 times until I succeed. Alright? But how do you get this mentality? How do you get rid of the loser mentality? How do you get rid of the I have to win, there's no other options? You know, that there is no losing. Losing is not a possibility. How do you get rid of that? How do you get rid of the loser mentality and get into that right mentality of there is no losing, I am going to win no matter how long it takes? Well, this is my theory, right? I don't know for sure, because like a lot of things, it's not proven, right, whatever, by science. But what I theorize comes down to is just hard times create strong men. If you don't have a need to win, your brain's not going to give you a reason to go for the win. Humans are all logical creatures, and the loser mentality is just making logic. It's just making logic against yourself. You understand? If you don't need success, if you've got like a comfortable household, you don't need to feed anyone, you don't need to get money in this amount of time, you don't need to pay for this, you know, you're not struggling with bills or nothing, you know, you're living in a massive house, but with massive nice food. You know, your parents are wealthy, you know, they can retire now if they wanted. If you've got all of that around you, you're seeing all of that. Your brain is getting that. I'm fine, you know, because you don't need anything. You don't need anything. You can just sit on your ass playing video games all day because you don't need anything. The mentality gets even stronger, way stronger, because what happens is you're a loser mentality. You have it all the time, alright. But the thing is, with winners, they just overpower them because it doesn't affect them. Because it's the, oh, but I only have a chance of winning, or I can't do that for whatever reason. The only reason, that's one bit of logic. One side of the argument which your brain is putting forward is, I can't do it because of whatever reason, you know, because it's this chance, or I need a second, I'm not going to do it because it's too hard, or I need a second like option to make sure I'm secure if it doesn't work. Like, what if it doesn't work? That's this side. If you've got a stable house, nothing, don't need anything from that success, then there's nothing on this side. However, if you're like struggling to pay the bills, you know, you've got children to feed, if you've got money to get in a certain amount of time, you know, then you've got something on this side. And majority of the time, if it's like comes down to money or success in that, you know, or maybe it's in the gym, you make the argument as big as you can on this side. You need to, right, I need to go in the gym to look good, and because I look good, I'll be more attractive, and because I'll be more attractive, I'll have a better wife, and because I have a better wife, I'll have better children, because I have better children looking up to a beautiful woman, then they're going to have a better life for my children, better family dynamic. Come on, that's 6 to 1. How are you not going to go to the gym? And if you struggling or thinking of a business, right, thinking, oh, I can't do this business, you know, it's too hard, you know, I've only got a chance of succeeding, so what if it fails? So I need a second option, you know, I can't just stay home and work on the business, and I've got to waste my time somewhere else in a college degree I don't want. For on that side, let's say that if you've got an easy life, maybe you can pull off, alright, I need in my future, you know, this money I have isn't always going to be there, or maybe I'm stable for now, you know, but when I grow up, I'm out of the house, out of my parents, you know, I'll need that money, and because I have that money and other people don't, I'll be more likely to get a woman I like, you know, maybe she won't be that great, but maybe I'll get a woman and I'll be able to pay for food and have my business, pay for a house, pay for a car I like, pay for a house I like, you know. Easily 5 against 4. You have to stretch. However, this isn't so that you have to have the winner's mentality. This is just so it's a guarantee. If your brain, because you can push for it, you can have 10 on this side and 1 on this side. Like, it doesn't matter about the number, it matters about like more so the quality. If it is one super important thing against 5 things, then you're going to choose that. That's how logic works in humans, right? But you can still, if like, the only reason you'd push through with this is because you know this is wrong. Because you know this is wrong compared to this. You know that's the true goal. You know you actually want to have a business. All of these excuses, you actually want to have a business. You can push through because you know it's the right thing to do. If it's not the right thing to do, you wouldn't be able to push through at all, but you can push through and you can do it. The thing is, having 5 on this side and 2 on this side on the argument scale to tip the logic this way just makes it a no-brainer. It makes it automatic for your brain. It makes it so you can't have the loser mindset, because if you have the loser mindset, you can push through it. But if you have the scales so tip like this for you, so you have to make money, so you have to go to the gym, so you have to achieve that goal, whatever it is, you can't have the loser mentality. If you and how do you achieve this? It's not too hard. If you get rid of like the distractions, get rid of the TikTok, get rid of the video games, get rid of the TV shows, and you just start sitting down for a week, month, maybe even multiple months, just sitting down, analysing your life, seeing all of these things. Once you stop being distracted in this stupid world of like video games, movies, and TikTok, whatever, and you actually go out into the real world and see the real world, then maybe you'll see that you have to make money. The hard times are coming. You're not going to be able to find jobs. Your job's going to pay rubbish. You're not going to be able to afford a house. You might not even be able to afford food. You're already seeing it now. Alright, and a lot of people, they still have this loser mentality. Do you know why? It's because it's not hitting them. When this cost of living crisis isn't hitting those people, they're like, oh, it's fine. No, it's only for the poor people. Well, guess what? The poor people are going to have an advantage because they're already working towards it. When their younger generations, they've seen this already. They're already working towards it. You're late. There's children out there. There's people out there who are poor already, and they're working towards making their business. They're already working. You need to catch up. It's not equal. It's not an equal playing ground anymore. You need to catch up. You understand? Now, you need to catch up fast before the cost of living catches up to you. Simple as. Because when it does catch up, when you think you're immune, when you think it's only the poor people, and then you become the poor people, then what? Now you're going to wish you didn't have the loser mentality. Now you're going to wish you spent a week or a month without TikTok and all this rubbish, video games to distract yourself, and actually looked at the real world, looked at the people struggling, and then looked at your situation and realised, oh, I'm going to be struggling. And even if you're not struggling, if you realise, look at your situation, see, I could do better, I could do better. I want to have this. Like, for some people, just having a stable house, being average, your average Joe working a 9 to 5 and his wife's working a 9 to 5 to pay the rent, and they're barely paying for food each month. They've got to budget it. They've got a house they don't like with a tiny garden or whatever. If you don't want to do that, your reason could even be you just want a massive, bigger house so that you can have a more massive family. You want a bigger family. You want a bigger house. You want money for a bigger family. That could literally be it. Your reason could literally be because you want a bigger family. You need more money for that bigger family. You can't work a 9 to 5 like a slave because it's not going to pay for that bigger family. That could literally be your mindset. Bear in mind, in the future, to actually have any sort of family, it's going to take some work. But that's off topic. It's been the loser mentality. If you've got any questions about it, I've got a free community. You can join that. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, like on your algorithm and stuff. And yeah, cheers.